building a successful blockchain company is the same as building the successful startup overall. There are a few components to it. The first component is a team. You cannot make a project that will be sustainable long-term by your own. You have to have the team. And the best way to build a team is to lead by example. The team will always repeat what you do, what you show, not what you're talking about. The team will behave the same way you are behaving. So it's always useful to start with your own values and understanding what kind of spirit you want to build in a team. And of course, this DNA, the culture, it will reflect yourself. There is a lot of leadership going into the team building. I highly recommend everybody who's capable and able to do that to pass the leadership program. I'll send some links below. I definitely recommend to deep dive into the group dynamics trainings, into the MBTI. You definitely want to understand how the personalities work. And there is a great resource called 16 Personalities where you can profile yourself and have your teammates also profile themselves and really take into the account the personal traits and peculiarities of every team member to build the working environment that would be the most convenient for them. Because the job has evolved. The job is basically like the lifestyle for people now, and everybody wants to enjoy their workplace. So it's really important to create the comfortable environment. That said, though, the environment where one can really achieve their true personal goals. So you need to ensure these personal goals are aligned with the team goals, really. The second very important item is that because we are working in the highly innovative space, we need to use the highly innovative approaches to building products. And Scrum and agile approaches are basically proving themselves really well. What you want to do, you want to ship fast, you want to test your hypotheses, you want to talk to your customers before you have even built the product. What I oftentimes do is I ask our talented designers team to put together the clickable prototype for any idea that we have, and then what I do, I just jump on the phone call or a Zoom call to present the clickable prototype to the potential users and get their feedback, understand how that solves their pains, what else could be added to the product, stuff like that. Use Scrum to quickly ship the first versions of the product and then evolve from there. I know it's harder to attain in crypto since smart contracts are immutable and you need to deploy the entire suite right away. You have to go through the auditing process, which is hectic, is time consuming. There is huge waiting time for the auditors to take care of your smart contracts, but there are still techniques how you can make your smart contract project or your dApp be really agile and be shippable in smaller versions. The third aspect is the token economics. It's crucial to have the sexy and workable token mechanics and token economics. One could think that they don't matter that much, but because we have a due diligence team that models everything out, I can assure you guys that every number in the token economics matters because it influences how the token behaves in the future once it's launched. It's super important to model out how the unlocks will influence the price, what's going to be the selling pressure and the buying pressure on the markets. It's basically important to foresee and develop the entire token life cycle too. Oftentimes what I see is teams are short-sighted. They are only planning the token in the raise or the token sale in the treasury for the upcoming like 1 to 2 to like at most like 3 years of the company life, but it's insufficient in my opinion. In my opinion, you need to think of the time frame of like 1 or 2 Bitcoin cycles, 1 or 2 bear markets and bull markets, to really like build the product, make it decentralized, build the governance and the community around it, and be done. Then the fourth aspect is the community. So of course, the community are the people who decide whether your project is gonna like long live or die, if at all it's gonna be born. The best approach to the community building is partnerships with the existing projects, in really looking into the projects to have strong communities and like very dedicated members, very dedicated like voters who care for crypto, who care for the Web3 and for the values behind blockchain. And you want to partner up with these projects to slowly build the community of like super committed people. Don't chase the numbers in terms of the amounts of subscribers or followers. I don't think that's what matters for the long-term success. It may matter for the token launch. Like you may have a really great like spike in price due to the fact that you get like dozens of thousands of buyers, but eventually what matters is really like the long-term commitment and progress. And that would be my summary. Like always be committed to the long-term success, be ready to overcome the struggles, because the crypto way isn't easy. It's not as easy as it seems, and it will take longer. Many of the projects that we see successful now have actually spent years and years in building, in fundraising, in reshaping their models before they've seen the market really. Good luck.